Today, I wanted to tell you or teach you or whatever some simple ways to implement self-care, self-love into your everyday life. This is stuff that you don't have to run out to the store and go to get items for. This is not stuff that has to even take up majority of your day, because I know some people lead busy lives and you just don't have time for that. But these are just little ways that you can just remind yourself throughout the day that you are important and you are worth every single step and moment that you have every single day. So the first thing that I want to maybe have you consider doing is not plugging into social media the minute you wake up. The reason why we typically just pick up our phones is honestly because it's habit. We all have this undiagnosed addiction to social media, especially now that we have really nothing better to do than to be on it. And it's just a force of habit that we just tend to pick up our phones. And the days that I wait to pick up my phone, even so much as just waiting 30 minutes after I wake up, my days just feel so less cluttered. My brain feels so less tainted and processed through machines. I just feel clearer and more level-headed and ready to take on my day. So that is the very first thing that you can do to take care of yourself. And it's not even difficult. You just have to not pick up the phone. The next thing you can do in the morning is just put some water on your face. I am not telling you to go into your full self-care routine. If that is something that you can do, then I urge you and I would like you to do that. But if that's something you're not into, I know personally I'm not super into that. Just at least put some water on your face and brush your teeth. I know that we are not seeing anybody. It is just, why even bother? But your body thanks you for that. You end up thanking yourself for that. I read this quote as I was kind of doing a little bit of research for this video, and it said something along the lines of self-care should give you a sense of gratification. If you don't like running, then running isn't self-care for you. Yes, it is a good thing to do. It is great for your heart. There's science behind it that says it's great. But if you don't feel great doing it, don't do it. It's not a form of self-care. If doing a 30-step skincare routine just does not do it for you, then don't do it. But I guarantee at least splashing some water and brushing your teeth probably will. It will probably make you feel a little bit better than walking around with just funky breath, you know? So then the next thing you can do is put on some comfy clothes. Oh my God. When I am in my jammies all day, I tend to do nothing but sit around like a potato. I have to make myself do stuff, and I just kind of sludge along. Nothing is getting done. I'm moving like a snail. I'm moving like a slug. Nothing is getting produced that day. But if I even if I switch to a different pair of jammies, that instantly shocks my brain into going okay, we are not in our sleepy time clothes right now. Even if it's tonight's sleepy time clothes, we are in something different though. And we are in a different state of mind now than when we were just, being horizontal. And then the very last thing that you can do, and all of this is done right in your morning, is drink some water. I am a tea drinker, so I definitely drink some tea, but get some hydration into your system. I know that there is science behind it, and I'm not gonna pretend to quote that science, but drinking water first thing in the morning, it wakes you up. It gives you that little boost, that little shock that you need in your system to just feel all right. So let's say that's your morning, you got all your morning stuff done and you have work, but maybe you work from home, or maybe you do work in an office, but you're allowed to customize your office a little bit. One of my favorite things to do is to create ambiance for self-care. And this is with two things. I love to turn on some music. So most of the time I'll play some coffee shop acoustics where it just plays the acoustic versions of all the top pop songs. And then the second thing I like to do is just light a candle. And if you haven't seen yet, I did a review on the Forever Mood candles, and those are actually the candles I'm currently burning. And one of them smells like coffee, and that is the perfect partner with my coffee playlist. It's literally like I'm working in a coffee shop, except at home. It reminds me to take that time to just set myself up for work. It's like almost my commute in a way. And then after you're done with work, if you are working, is you can go for a walk, go dance, get active, get physical. I love dancing. I love dancing in my house with my boys. It is my favorite thing to do. There's nothing that compares to turning on some music and then my house is just full of activity because it's me dancing, the boys sometimes dance, sometimes they run around and start playing with each other. And it just gives me that boost of energy, that gives me that switch out of work mode to just play mode, and it is so nice. And so now you've already got all your energy out, you've already eaten, and now what do? Well, there's two routes you can take here. You can take the work on something that inspires you route, like for me, that's photography. For some people, I've noticed a lot of people have started drawing or baking breads or, all these different hobbies. It's the time to work on a hobby and really focus on that. Or you could take the other route, which is my other route, is play video games or watch TV, and don't punish yourself for not being productive. That is my curse. That is absolutely one of my downfalls. Being productive, you do not have to do that 24/7. It might feel like it. You might feel that impulse. You might feel that urge, but you absolutely deserve and need downtime. And playing video games such as like Animal Crossing, that's my personal favorite, have just made my brain realize and take that time to just unplug from everything. And it's an escape route that is completely healthy and totally allowed and totally deserved. You had a big day. You totally deserve to unplug. And that is my full day of self-care that you can implement. What it really comes down to, what self-care really comes down to, is time. And I know that time is such a fickle thing. Some people have a lot of it and some people don't have much of it. But even if you can just take 15 minutes out of your day to just remind yourself, even if you can just follow just one of these things and add it to your routine, I think that you will feel much better for it, because you are worth that time that you would want the chef to take preparing your food, your boyfriend to take the time to get to know you. All of these things take time, and I think that you should invest some of that time back into your biggest resource, which is yourself, because you are so worthy. And those are my tips. Those are my everyday self-care tips. I really hope that one of those tips work out for you. Please let me know down below, what do you do every day for yourself? Are you a roller skater? Because, oh my God, I have roller skates, and I did roller skate a little bit in my garage for a minute, but I'm just I'm a little nervous about roller skating on the road. Plus, I don't have anybody to skate with. So if you are a skater, that would be awesome. But whatever your self-care tip is, please leave them down below. I would be so fascinated to know what you all do for yourselves. And until next time, I absolutely adore and cherish every single one of you. And please try. Please try, with the world opening up and all of that, to stay healthy and to stay happy out there. And bye.